What's up, everybody? This is Ricky Morton. You know, the Rock and Roll Express. 9-time NWA World Tag Team Champions, WWE Hall of Famer. And you're watching RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City. I'm talking about the kind of wrestling I like, not none of that fluffy stuff. Guys, get it together. We'll see you on YouTube right here, RCW Wrestling.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Ric Lieb. And with me as always... Wait. Guess what's back? Back again. Look at how nice and polished. Beautiful. I asked them if they could put my name on it, but apparently it has to get okayed by the company. Don't you touch this. You're not smudging this after I just waited 2 weeks for this baby to get clean.
Who cleaned it?
Just... No, you leave it alone. You are not going to talk bad about anybody.
This must be a funny answer.
Nope. Anyway, with me as always, he is...
The guy that wants to know who cleaned the belt.
I had it done by a professional company.
Oh. Good.
Right way?
Right way.
Right way upholstery, yeah. He does it the right way.
You threw a way in there, yeah. There you go.
Well, it is actually owned by Justin Dreams. But I had to send it all the way down to South Carolina just to get it clean. Because that's where he lives. And that's where he owns his business. That's why you don't see him wrestling anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I know him.
Okay. He does a great job.
Yeah.
As you see. Shiny. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Anyway.
Wait a minute. I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go throw up.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a
You
minute.
leave my belt out of this.
All right.
You leave this alone. Anyway, with that being said, Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara, self-proclaimed star of the show.
I never said that.
What? You got it in your contract.
You say it every week. I've never said those words once on this show.
In order for us to have you on the show, we have to call you the star of the show because when you bought the bar from Frankie, you also bought the title star of the show. That's what it says on the contract that I read.
That's some misinformation there.
Oh, yeah, right.
But if they say so, okay.
If they say so, okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
buddy.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, first of all, what in the hell is this?
Did you see that?
Beastie?
Beastie. I figure it's a very appropriate beer today for us to drink.
What?
Made in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, so there's two strikes against it. Cleveland and Beast. Oh gosh, let's give it a shot.
Good stuff, Maynard.
We're gonna give it a shot before we go there.
All right.
Gosh. Cheers, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, that's horrible.
Delicious.
D-liar. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break so I can get some Sprite Zero in me. But when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk about our Jersey Week and the next match on RCW, Art of War. Dang, that's horrible. See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Hey guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Brent.
And we are the hosts of a Swingin' a Tribe podcast, and we're part of the Press Play Podcast Network.
Yeah, we're really just a couple of fans who love Cleveland Indians baseball. So if you love the Tribe, please give us a listen. You can find us anywhere that podcasts are available. Mike, tell us where they can find us on social media.
On Facebook, you can find us at a Swingin' a Tribe MLB podcast, and on Twitter, at Swingin' a Tribe.
Go Tribe!
RCW Rubber City Wrestling. Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The blue Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, I gotta say, during the commercial break, I asked him if he would get me something else to drink, and apparently the rude bartender's not gonna let me have anything to drink until I finish my beer.
You know what my dad used to do if we didn't finish what we had put in front
This
of us?
isn't food, this is...
He says, eat the rigatoni.
Who doesn't eat the rigatoni?
Sometimes, you know. Not me, though.
I mean, I'll eat it all.
I ate everything in one nail down, you know.
Right, exactly.
But some kids, you know.
These kids today. Anyway, so...
But you know the best part of kids? Making them.
Oh, yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay.
A lot of fun involved. That's why I have 5.
Well, do it till you get it right, right?
I tried, but they're all boys.
Working towards perfection, you know.
All right, so check it out. We're doing this entire month of June. We're doing jerseys.
Jerseys.
And,
Here we go.
And of course, you know, shirts that support our favorite teams and stuff. Now, you're a Pitt Panther guy, so I have to ask, what's up with the Pittsburgh State and Kansas?
This is Pittsburgh State in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Right.
And I love the name Gorilla. Because when I was young, I was a big, furry, big guy.
You still are.
And this guy used to say I was a god blank
Gorilla.
gorilla.
Okay.
And then he would see me and say, hey, gorilla.
Gorilla.
So there's the gorilla.
Okay. Nice.
King Kong versus Godzilla.
So that's kind of why...
You know that Godzilla wouldn't do a job for King Kong.
No.
Count out of the ring, the old COR, you know.
Right, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't expect Godzilla to do a job for King Kong.
Yeah, he took off and took the 10 count and they went home.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it yet.
It was all right.
Thanks for ruining it.
I liked it.
No, I'm just playing.
Earl Hebner counted them out.
Right. I'm hoping that once I hid the name Beastie, that it'll taste better.
Oh, it's good stuff, Maynard.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna ruin the show.
Whippy, whippy, whippy.
It's not that it's strong.
This is some manly stuff.
It tastes like someone spilt coffee and beer.
What a great combination that is.
I love coffee, and I enjoy beer.
So
I do not enjoy my coffee mixed with my beer. Stouts are the stupidest thing ever invented.
You should be loving this.
What yuppie freaking millennial came up with the idea of making stouts?
Some yuppie guy brought me this as a gift because of the name. And I thought that was nice of him. Thank you, Chad.
Oh, you knew his name was Chad. No offense to my cousin, of course.
How'd you know he did it?
Oh, shut up. My cousin ain't a millennial.
Good old Chad Lieb. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
You gotta get that out of
Ain't he
there.
the school teacher?
Yes.
That's him.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, he came all the way up from New Mexico just to give you
He
this.
did, because he was with Kent Johnson, who lives in New Mexico.
Okay.
Who was Cindy Johnson's cousin.
Oh, okay. They just said, hey, let's do it.
The boys from New Mexico said we're going to do an Ohio road trip. 3 days, 3 nights, Akron, Ohio.
Okay, so
They saw everything in one day and they left.
so you're really a Pitt fan, right?
Absolutely.
What made you become a Pitt fan?
My dad played on the Pitt freshman team back in 1949 or something, and we used to go to the games all the time, and I was a Pitt fan. And then they won the national title in 1976.
Tony Dorsett's team.
Right.
Great team.
Yeah, I met Johnny Majors. And I said to him, "How you doing, Coach?" And you know what he said?
Eh.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Did he really?
It was the second time around. He was pretty old by then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, second time around.
Yeah, they said Back to the Future, and then things just kept getting worse from there. But
it wasn't the same as the first time around.
and then Akron beat them, and then I was really
Right.
wow.
I remember that.
You do, I do too.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
always a Pitt fan.
Always a Penn State Nittany Lion fan.
Okay.
Well, except for the Bill O'Reilly debacle. I didn't cheer him on during that time, but
Bill O'Reilly.
yeah,
He writes some good books.
the name Bill O'Brien, Bill O'Reilly.
Is that the guy on TV? They used to be on TV.
Let me be honest with you. I don't even know his name. I don't even pay attention to his.
You mean the guy with the funny guy?
Funny.
Are we talking about the same guy?
I don't know who you're talking
The
about.
guy over there. The guy over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly.
Is that his name?
He
Bill
used to have a
O'Brien?
news show on TV.
Okay, Bill O'Brien, maybe. He ended up coaching the freaking Houston Texans, but he was so bad there that he did.
Jerry Sandusky?
No, Jerry Sandusky doesn't have anything to do with this.
Oh, I thought that's why you were.
No, Jerry Sandusky. I want to say I want him to be murdered in prison, but that's politically incorrect, so I won't say that on the air.
Why can you say I want him to be murdered in prison?
Oh, because
I just said, is it that hard?
Then people will get mad at me.
Go get.
I'd say I'd like to see him be raped in prison, but he'd probably enjoy that.
Okay.
I mean, am I lying?
All right. It's giving him enough time right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but you know what?
Yeah, but that's not who you were
the way
talking
he
about.
slandered. The way. All right, listen. I get that everybody in the world is made up of Joe Paterno now that they found out that he did everything right. But unfortunately, he died before this was told to him. Do you understand?
Sure.
So I'm bitter about it. Very. Because he did do what he was supposed to do. He called the police the second he found out about it. When there was the first rumors, he made this guy leave the team. You know what I mean? This man wasn't coaching for Joe. This man was working for the school president.
Do you remember his wife? She said he wouldn't do that. You remember?
Oh gosh.
Oh, that was.
And then his son, that was the GM of the Browns, ended up coming out and saying he did it to his own kids.
Oh.
I know. I hate people like that.
Wow. Are we getting controversial here or what?
Yeah, we are, but I don't care.
It's like a Bill O'Reilly show.
Bill O'Brien. It was O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien. That's
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. And then when he started putting like names on the jerseys and stuff and just ruining the tradition, and had like, I don't know, but when Franklin came in there, and he started putting all Joe Pa's stuff, he got Joe Pa's office back, said I want everything remembered. I mean, he goes, this is the guy, you know.
He cleaned the place up.
Yeah, and he brought it back to where it was supposed to be again, and
Right.
you know, we're not winning as much as we want, but yeah, I've been a Penn State fan my whole life. I mean, it's one of those things, you know, you just. Good Lord!
Yokozuna fell down.
I know, right?
Right.
Gosh, you got the tap dancing dog and a freaking giant falling down. Anyway, yep. So that's it.
Okay.
New to add to the art of war. Let's change the subject.
August 14th, all roads lead to
the art of war.
In Talmadge, Ohio, at the Turner.
Akron Turner Club.
That's
exactly. Yeah, that's got to be. It's on Monroe Falls Avenue. I can't remember. I think 14 something.
I believe that.
18, 14. You took a little trip. You know.
Down the Cuyahoga to
the mighty Mississippi.
There you
something
go.
like that.
All right.
Anyway, yes. So what we have here, Rick, you don't lose that number.
You don't have to call nobody else.
Yeah, they got me and the Rogue, but it isn't a match like I was hoping for.
It's a contract signing for a match. What, sometime in October, am I right?
Yes, for when we make the date for October. And I'm told there's a surprise in this one, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe a stipulation or something.
October 25th or something like that?
Yeah, it'll probably be around there. I don't know. I have to get the official confirmation. I'm sure they have to work it out with the building and everything.
Right.
But, yeah, October 14th, or August 14th, I mean.
Right.
So myself and the Rogue will be doing a contract signing, which means I'm technically not working. So, Frankie, don't lose that number. If you'd like to go for my belt, I'll give you a championship match right there in the squared circle in front of a crowd.
I am so disappointed in Frankie.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He just went bad. I'm so disappointed. I almost want you to beat him up. Almost. So how about we just beat the hell out of each other?
Oh.
Everybody's happy that way.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Frankie is a friend. But I don't know where he is.
Nobody knows where he is.
He feels like I betrayed him because I wore a mask and beat him in the ring when he was expecting it to be an easy day, which is uncool because you're the champ and shouldn't take easy days. Now, not like speaking of it, I'm taking on Spike this Thursday. Make sure you watch. Anyway, so Frankie.
Oh, I'm sure Cindy Johnson's gonna watch.
Yeah. Well, she's not gonna be happy at the end because I plan on kicking his butt, like I always do. Now, Frankie, unfortunately, doesn't remember that he cheated to beat me for this when he grabbed the ropes as the ref was down under him.
Was it that Amish guy again, or the blind guy?
Both.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what happened, and so I think I owed him one.
Do you think he's going to show up? Do you actually think he's going to show up?
I really hope so. You know, here, as weird as it sounds, I just missed the guy.
I haven't seen him since my last birthday. He got me a present. You didn't.
Sure I did.
What was that? You come here and be with me, right?
I don't be with you.
Not that way.
What is wrong with you?
Don't be a jagoff, okay?
Oh shoot! No, okay, I won't. I don't want you to be with me. What does this show become? I'm blaming it on the Beastie Boy beer.
Pretty good in my opinion.
Ugh.
It has a great name. The beer that made Cuyahoga Falls famous.
Ugh. Ah. Oh, I almost dropped an F-bomb. I would have been like you. Ah. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to answer your questions.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-203-3106. Studio Wrestling is back. RCW, Rubber City Wrestling, is now RCW Global. RCW Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We got answers.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at facebook.com/RCW Spotlight. Ken, what do we got today? Do we have any questions?
Oh, we got a lot of...
Couldn't skate away, huh?
Yeah, couldn't skate away. We got some good questions here.
Let's hear them.
Thoughts on Mike Awesome in the WCW from Nicole Howard, Newton Falls, Ohio. Zip code 44444. Mike Awesome. Is Mike actually awesome?
Well, he was. I mean, he's dead. He committed suicide, which is very sad and very tragic. And I don't understand what happened with him, but I mean, I don't understand depression. And I'm not supposed to. I'm not a doctor. But, it's very tragic what happened with him and that he did do it. Mike Awesome went from just this powerful guy that was dominating ECW, was their ECW world champion. He went to WCW, and he became that 70s guy. I actually, at first, hated it. And then once he started doing so well at it...
Did that grow on you?
Yes!
Yeah, isn't that funny how it did that?
Yes, so I loved it. And then I kept thinking, man, they need to pit that 70s guy and Disco Inferno and make them the tag team champions. I wish they would have done that.
That'd be appropriate.
I think they would have done well.
1977.
Mm-hmm.
Club 55 or whatever it was.
No, that's exactly it. Club 55.
Yeah.
Yeah, in New York.
Right.
And aside from the fact that they had drugs galore, that was the place to go.
That's what they...
I mean, cocaine was a cool drug back then.
Edith Bunker was there with Alice Cooper.
Oh, Watchy!
Yeah, she went there with Alice Cooper.
Yeah, why not?
True story.
See, now Alice Cooper frequented the Rainbow, though. He was part of the Vampire Club in the upstairs. Him and Mickey of the Monkeys.
Mickey Dolenz.
Yes! I'm like, Mickey Dolenz hung out with Alice Cooper.
I met him. He is a tiny little guy.
So is Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Now here's a funny
He
story.
said, "Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you." And he was like this. He came up to here on me.
And it also, John Lennon and Yoko, I mean, like, these were the Vampire Club. I was watching this documentary on, it's called The Rainbow, and it's really good.
Rainbow Room.
No, this is the Rainbow Club out in Sunset Slip Trip.
Should I watch that? Was that in L.A. or New York?
That one's in L.A.
Okay.
Yeah, Alice Cooper. Now, funny story, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard this was true. Alice Cooper was a star running back in his high school.
In Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yep.
And guess where he was recruited the most to? And guess where he actually verbally committed to play?
Wisconsin? Penn State.
Penn State.
Oh, both
He was
Big
on
Tens.
his way. He was on his way to play for Penn State, and then one of the things that Joe Pa, I guess, had told him is you're not allowed to drink, and and you had to cut your hair and like all this stuff.
See, I'm not doing this stuff.
Yeah, it's funny because 1994, Kerry Collins gets in trouble for drinking a lot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it's like he had just a lot of these things, and Alice Cooper's like, you know what? I think I want to pursue my dream as a rock star. And so he turned around. He never showed up.
I saw him twice.
I saw him once, and
Did he hang himself, or did he do the guillotine?
He did the guillotine.
I saw one of each.
Okay, well, I just got tickets for, well, last month I did, for Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley in Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
It's on September 27th, I
The
believe.
Carvelli Center or whatever.
I'm not sure where it is, but you know what? I can't wait.
Good.
My buddy, I had my buddy get the tickets so that we're all sitting together, and then we just gave him the money. You know how it is.
Good.
$160 for fifth row. That ain't bad.
Good. Fifth row. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's for both of us. Both me and
So
my
you're going
wife.
to see Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
It's good.
You can't get better than that.
That is good stuff.
My favorite guitarist, one of my favorite all-time singers.
Good.
So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. Awesome. Did you like how I ended that? Because it was a Mike awesome question.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes.
All right.
But so yeah, it grew on me. I liked it. I just wish
Thanks
they would've
again,
done that.
Nicole Howard. All right. Here's one. Seeing Brian Hillman, Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Brian Pillman.
Pillman. Elsie Hillman.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, seeing Brian Pillman, Dark Side of the Ring, what do you think of the way Vince handled and having his widow on the tribute show? From Rob and Christy, Kent, Ohio.
I mean, there's a lot of people that complain about that stuff, but you have to have it's Dark Side of the Ring, not Bright Side of the Ring.
Right. So there were some tears.
Yeah, so you got to bring in the well, yeah. I mean, it showed his death. I mean,
So we're big on the depression, mental illness deal tonight on these questions. You notice that?
yeah, for the most part, and honestly, Dark Side of the Rings. By the way, if you don't watch them, they're great. I mean, this whole past season was an amazing one. It I think it culminated with Dynamite Kid. I'm not sure. I tried to get. I watch them.
You talking about Sean?
Dynamite Kid?
The Dynamite Kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't seen that one yet. I have to go back and watch it.
Not the 1, 2, 3 kid.
No, that's Sean Waltman.
Yes, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
I'll tell you a story about Sean Waltman in a minute. Anyway, but the Grizzly Smith one. See, I'm good friends with Sam Houston, which is Michael Smith, and Sam Houston, Jake Roberts, Rockin' Robin. They were brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's a sick story, isn't it?
And the dad, Grizzly Smith,
Woo.
child molester.
Yeah. I just saw it the other day.
Yeah, I want to dig his grave up just so I could kick his ass.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how much I was, plus when you know the people.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I said, I'm friends with Sam.
I wrestled Sam.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Isn't he one of the best?
Good guy. Jake was a nice guy. And Rockin' Robin, she was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew the whole family.
Yes. Well, Sam's at the Cauliflower Alley Club.
Good.
And he's there every year. And he still owes me my Tiger Bomb. He's like, hey, man, can I borrow your Tiger Bomb, Rick? I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. I'll let you borrow it. He goes, all right, I'll give it back to you later on tonight.
You never saw
Didn't
it?
see him that night. Next day, he's like, I forgot your Tiger Bomb in my room, Rick, man. I'll go get that for you later on. Never saw him again, or never saw it. Every time I saw him, oh, man, I don't have it. And I'm like, you got it, man.
When you have a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Good. He's going to be at Cauliflower Alley Club.
He's
Probably.
There every year.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell him. Do you remember when we worked? Because if he don't remember when it was, ask me when it was.
When was it?
Huh?
90
something. I don't know.
Right. There you go.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So
I wonder if he watches the show.
I'm sure he does.
Good.
Shout out to Sam Houston.
Sam.
And Jim Cornette said he was the best wrestler in the family, even better than Jake. It's very true.
Right.
The problem is he was just too skinny. But you know what? It wouldn't have mattered now. He came along too late.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sean Waltman story. I was at a WWF after party, right? And so we're all hanging out there. All right, here it is. I'm standing, and I'm talking to, at the time, Bubba Ray, not Bully Ray. I like Bully Ray better, but I'm talking to Bubba Ray. I'm talking to Devon. I'm talking to a couple of guys, and we're just BSing back and forth. And Sean is talking to a plant. No, this is no lie.
Oh, come on, man.
Listen. I know you can't take a drink at the time. All right, so hey, can you do me a favor and hand me like one of those? Do those come off the what are those things called? Grapes on your bar?
A grape. Wait a minute, I'll have to pick the grapes. No, they're
Okay.
not ripe yet.
I'll do it with this. Okay, so like this is the leaf of the branch, like this thing, and me, Bubba Ray and Devon are watching him, and he's stroking the leaf like it's a hand, and he's like, "Yeah, we're in town. I'm a pro wrestler," and he's literally trying to pick up this tree, this plant.
Did he do any good with it?
Beats the crap out of me. I didn't stick around to find out.
And
we're over there looking at him, and I think it was Bubba Ray that said, I think Sean's going to get laid tonight. I'm like, what?
He's going to have a little cross-pollination.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. That was the weirdest thing. He was tripping on something, and it definitely couldn't have been just weed.
Wow.
Very funny.
I thought he was a nice guy, though.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Sean,
yeah. No one thought he was nicer than the plant.
And I know.
Did you hear what I said? No one thought he was nicer than the plant.
The plant enjoyed his company immensely. But I know you've mentioned this on the show before that I've dealt with special needs clients.
Yes, of course.
And one time I took one of them to an independent show near Akron, and Sean was there.
Okay.
And he was so good to this guy, and he just spent time with him. He paid attention to him, and he made it a great night for us.
Well, for the record, I think Sean's cleaned himself up.
Yeah,
this was back in his party.
Well, this was only like 2 years ago.
You have to understand, this was the day after. This was out in Detroit at the Marriott. It was the day after the WWF bought WCW.
I remember that, yeah.
So everybody was kind of partying there. And I was invited to the after party. How lucky was I? You know,
how good is that, Beast?
Right. And it was funny because Big Show comes walking in, and with him is one of the guys that wrestled for UWC with me, BJ Payne.
Yeah.
Now, the funny story about BJ Payne is he got kicked off the television show because of his name. It's his real name. It's his government name. He even brought his ID. He's like, it's my real name.
Oh, yeah.
He played for Mount Union. He coaches Mount Union.
I used to go out with a girl named Bobby Joe.
Right.
We called her BJ.
I don't blame you. Was she known for it?
Kind of.
Well, then, good girl.
All right.
If you're going to have a nickname given to you, you got to be known for
Sure.
it. What's next? Last one.
All right.
Last one.
Here we go. Tank Abbott joined 3 Count. How did you feel about that? From Harley McCabe, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Now, for those of you that don't know the story about it, Evan Courageous, Shannon Moore, and damn it if I can't remember the other guy. Who was it?
Was it them dancing boys?
Yes. Look it up, see who the other guy is, because I know you're not going to remember because you're old.
Huh?
Eh? And then me, was it, I don't think it was, Evan Courageous, Shannon Moore. Was it Billy Kidman?
Billy Kidman.
It
I
was?
think you got it, yeah.
I don't know if it was, though.
I think so.
Because Billy was sick boy at one time. Now, I don't know, but anyway, so they had a song called 3 Count, you know, get up on your feet, you know.
That's when they were dancing.
And the sad thing is, they were supposed to be a boy band. They came up, they wrote a corny song for them, but the worst part about it was, the corny song was good. Like, it was actually better than what the freaking boy bands that were on the radio were playing. Like, I couldn't tell you a Backstreet Boys song to save my life. I don't know anything from NSYNC.
Bye.
Okay, is that NSYNC?
Yeah.
Okay,
NSYNC.
so, well, I just said it, that's why.
Bye.
You know, so I don't know any of these people. You know, 98 Degrees had that Una Nocho. I like that song. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, for the most part, these boy bands didn't have anything. Unless, of course, you're Boys to Men. You guys are awesome. But that's only because you were one of my boy bands before you became Boys to Men. And that was New Edition.
Huh? Okay.
You know, my boy band. See, growing up as a child, the boy bands that my child youth was Menudo, which had Ricky Martin in it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, New Edition, which had everybody that was worth a damn. So, mine better.
All the boy bands I like, the guys are 85 and 90 now.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you like the Beatles and the Monkees,
That's it.
right? It's like,
Didn't
come
we
on.
say Mickey Dolenz before?
Yes, it's a Mickey Dolenz
Little
show.
guy.
Little guy.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I remember.
No, that's Mickey Mouse.
No, Mickey Dolenz talked like that too.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give him a shout out next week's show too.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, so then Tank Abbott, who was just running roughshod on everybody, including Max Cortez under a lid.
Under a what?
Under a lid, under a mask.
He had the lid on. The lid
Yes.
is it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the Villanos at the time because the other one broke his neck. Anyway, so Max had to go in there and wear the mask for Tank Abbott to beat the crap out of him on TV. But yes, you know, that's when Max Cortez was in WCW. See, a lot of people don't know this, but RCW has Max Cortez was in WCW. Right. They had you that was in WWF.
Right.
They have Kenny Hendricks who was in WWF.
Yes, he was.
You know.
Yep.
And then you have me who was recruited by all but turned them all down because I'm a dad. Dad first, sorry.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
You got to do what you got to do.
I mean, I wanted NWA. And I got to wrestle for one of their territories. I'm happy with that, although I never got to pursue a championship. And so maybe if I ever signed with anybody, or if I ever went elsewhere other than RCW or something local that was like I didn't have to leave my kids, it would have to be NWA. I'll be looking at your watch. Are we done? Anyway,
yeah, we're right there.
What do we think about the angle? I actually didn't hate it. Again, another weird angle that I actually didn't hate. And I'm not a gimmick guy, so that tells you a lot. Tank Abbott dancing to the 3 count, making sure nobody hurt them. It was awesome. He became their roadie, their bodyguard.
He was their guy.
Yeah.
Go-to guy.
Right, exactly. So I liked it. Anyway, with that being said, we do have to get out of here. I know we're running over. So, for the Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara, I am your role model, Ric Lieb, saying join us again next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's your role model, Ric Lieb. I want to thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and it would help us a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.